it out, man. This Alchemist. The God right here.
Don't pee right here, you know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to get shitty, man. You know what I'm saying? UGTV is going down.
What's good, y'all? This is Music Soul Channel right now. You are checking out Urban Grind TV.
What up, man? This is Ludacris, and right now you are watching UGTV.
Shannon, it's the Teflon Don Ricky Rouse. And right now you rocking with Urban Grind TV. It's going down. Flock, man. Flock Bell install. 10 5 10 minutes UGTV. Don't go nowhere.
Yo, what's up? It's Eric Sermon, the Green Light Bandit in Chi-Town. UGTV, you know how I do all day. Represent that. You know what time it is.
Joel Santana, and right now you checking out Urban Grind TV. Dipset for life, Skull Gang forever, Slow Bugs, keep up. Ooh.
What's up, it's the Patty Cake Man, and you are watching UGTV right here.
It's Big Snoop Dogg, Urban Grind TV, you understand me?
Urban Grind TV, Face Mob in the building. I'll let your motherfucking boy.
Peace, y'all. It's your homegirl, your soul sister, the queen of the ghetto gospel is Johni Demeatri. And you know it's Wednesday, so we on another episode of Urban Grind TV. To the right of me, I have a very special guest. And I learned your name was Mr. A-Way, and he got the most prettiest eyes, y'all. I feel like I'm falling asleep over here. Come on, tell the people who you are and what's so special about you today.
I'm just a creative, you know what I'm saying? I create music. I'm getting into create film, so I'm just a creative.
So you create music, you create film. So what kind of music do you create and what kind of films?
Music, I'm more on the melodic end. What my music be about, like a lot of people glorify like hustling, but they glorify the positives of it, you know what I'm saying, the money or the women or the fame look of it. But my music is more so glorifying the things that you lose and just more so like working through those type of situations of it.
So it sounds like you make pain music, but you say it's melodic. So do you sing? Do you rap? What's up?
A little mixture of both. And I would say it's pain, but it's more like heel pain music, you know.
Heel pain music. Okay, so what got you into making heel pain music? How long you been doing that? What got you into doing it, and how long you been doing it?
Making this type of music, I've probably been doing it for like 2 years now, because I kind of switched my style. At first I was like a real like metaphor bar type of rapper, you know what I'm saying, and then I kind of like went more melodic once I felt confident in my voice.
So have you always had like a flirtation with singing, and it's like that's kind of what you wanted to do, or is it like, okay, well you like to rap but you switch your style up?
Well, I can say like I've always written like, I guess like female like audience type music, you feel me, but or like romantic where it was a singing hook and I'm rapping the verses, but that more so came from me not really being confident in my voice at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I write the hook, but then I get like my homie or something to sing it, you feel me?
So what gave you the confidence to go into, you know, your more melodic singing, and do you prefer that or do you prefer rapping?
I don't know. That's the melodic vibe is just the vibe I'm in right now. As far as which one I prefer, but what was that last question you said? I'm sorry.
How did you find the confidence for your?
I started practicing it. I just got in the studio and I just started singing what I was writing and working on it. And then once I started, because while I'm writing it, I'm singing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So. In doing that, and then just start like taking little singing lessons or something, just learning stuff like that, then I started feeling more and more confident.
Okay, I know that a lot of people, especially, you know, people in the outside realm of the industry would say that, you know, music and movies goes hand in hand. Me being somebody that's on the inside, I'm a singer too. I'm an artist as well. I don't, you know, really dab in the movies a lot. You might see me in maybe one or two, but I'm not an actress. I'm a musician. So how did you get started into movies, and how do they correlate together for you?
Well, actually music is how I got started in it, like just from like my first role, like in say like in a YouTube series, and the director of that series actually did a radio interview on me. And so she was just like, oh, I want you to try out for this series I got. And then, you know what I'm saying, from there we start working on it. And even then I really didn't like look at acting like as something I would want to do. But then I started getting more and more opportunities, and it just went from there.
So I'm sorry, you said the start of the series, were you doing music or were you acting?
Yeah, I was doing music first, and then that led me to starting to do acting roles, because the first role I did, it was a radio interview. Like the director did a radio interview on me and told me to go out for the role.
So let me ask you now, with you, obviously I infer that you have more music, more experience in music, but when it comes down to movies, now since you got your feet wet in that too, which one do you prefer?
Music gonna always have my heart. I can't.
I was a little worried because you was talking your stuff about music, but I was a little worried. So look, yeah, for sure. Tell these people what you got coming up though.
Right now we got the single Witness. The video is dropping 6/9. And then from there we're just working. College on Hustle War, he dropped his single called Kiss Me. And then I got more, you know what I'm saying, film work coming. Shout out to the writer's strike. But any other than that, I'm just working.
Okay, I was about to end it out, but I want to ask one more question. When it feels like working with music versus working with movies, who do you feel like is more passionate? The people that you work with on movies or the people that you work with on music? And which one, obviously I know that you said that you prefer music, but which set of people do you prefer to work with?
Music, it's just a vibe, especially like when you collaborating with somebody and y'all just connect, and you know what I'm saying, that vibe is different. Acting wise, like you never know like who you necessarily working with. Y'all just put on the room because y'all have talents to do something that a director or, you know what I'm saying, casting person see can work together, and then now y'all got to make that work.
For sure. I feel that 100%. So look, I did ask you additional questions, so I want you to tell these people one more time, just so that's the last thing that they heard from you. Tell these people what you got coming up, where they can find you on everything that they can find you. Okay,
where they can find me, waysworld.co. On any social media, I'm the Hustler Way. That's a hustler with an A. Witness is out right now. Kiss Me by College is out right now. Ways World 2 is on the way, and we working. You know what I'm saying?
All right, look. Last question. I know I'm getting on your nerves right now because I keep telling you this the last one. Last question. What's your favorite genre of music?
That's a really good question. If there was like a baby of hip hop and R&B, that'd be it.
Hip hop and R&B. No, it ain't. They family. They go hand in hand. You know, I feel like that's me. We embodying the hip hop and R&B right now. So once again, it's your homegirl, your soul sister, the queen of the R&B, queen of the R&B, queen of the ghetto gospel, Johni Demeatri. We here on another episode of Urban Grind TV. We got my man A-Way in the building. He is embodying just as much as R&B and hip hop as we all are in the building. So look, we got him coming back on radio. We just heard him on TV, and y'all know it's already going down. We love y'all. Peace.
Yo, what up, man? This A-Way, and you are now watching Urban Grind TV. You dig?
Hey, yo, Lorenz, what you doing?
They wanna know why I got pain up inside. I know a nigga wrist lit now, but I done seen it, been through some of the darkest times. Yeah, you were just a witness, and I really live this. Back-to-back wins with the court, LA Fitness. Miss when me and Nitty talk, we was kids then. Wish I could say one less word, but I'm forever wishing. Just know that we miss him with us, he forever living. Tell him watch my back, cause niggas and bitches be tripping. Niggas say they want the smoke, that he gon' die for the fame, we gon' like the cloud back. Lost on y'all the couch with no editor. Even though they vowed for what they did, you forever. Rip Logic, nah, you a legend, bro. Wanna see my nephew, but the love for my sister had to let it go. But that's still a battle and an open door. We shooting him. 4-5 on the hip and that's just for the smoke. Cause rappers wanna diss me for a name and I can't let that go. No, hey, no, I can't let it go. They wanna know why I got. I know a nigga is lit now, but I done seen and been through some of the. Hey, yeah. You were just a witness, and I really. When you get the money, here come niggas with the weird shit. Niggas claim your bro turn hoe, now they snitch. I done had her and I can't even trust these. Now I put my heart in the business. Fuck it, roll up the wood. Fuck it, I'm good. Even Jesus was misunderstood and he still had to do it. They talking down on me, still gotta. And they can go and spread the line. Going down is the choice, and that's facts. I put down the cup, so it's ripped to the act. Rip, look, clip, nigga, rip, rip, Mac. Free the guys working so we. Hey, and that's fact. They wanna know why I got. I know a nigga is lit now, but I done seen and been through some of the darkest times. Yeah. You were just a witness, and I really live this. When you get the money, here come niggas with the weird shit. Niggas claim your bro turn hoe, now they snitching. I done let her in, I can't even trust these bitches. Now I put my heart in the business.
What's up, y'all? It's Treasur Necole, your favorite Scorpio. You are watching Urban Grind TV, Urban Grind Radio. We have Alex Ortiz in the building today. What's up, Alex?
I'm chilling like a villain, relaxing like Michael Jackson, proper dopper, straight with no chaser, better than a ball of dope.
And that's what we like here at Urban Grind. That's the perfect way to start it. Now, I do want to start on a super high note of you actually being the first guest on Urban Grind, period. Tell us about that.
First time Wally called me up, they asked could I be interviewed. I just done, it was like my third season of Comic View or something, and I was the up-and-coming kid in Chicago, and he called me up and said, can we do an interview? And I was like, yeah, man, but we got to do it Humboldt Park, right underneath the Puerto Rican flag, and because, he's from the other side of town. He didn't know about it. He was a little scared, I think, but we got it done, and I was their first interview, and then I became a host here for a while. I did a podcast out of here, and now I'm here again being interviewed now. It's kind of cool. You make the whole circle.
And like you said, you were a host here, so you know how it feels to be me, a little bit.
Well, I've never been quite that good looking, but I feel like half of you.
Oh, look at that. Okay. And then, I also want to talk about, with you being the first guest on Urban Grind, was that during the time of the beginning of your journey, when your comic journey or your acting journey?
Yeah, it was right when it started to take off, like right after I'd done Comic View a few times. I did Showtime at the Apollo, and that's kind of what catapulted me to the next level when I won the championship. I beat my girl Coco Brown. Coco, I love you. I'm sorry I beat you that time. And I know you're way more famous than me now, so you won, actually.
And then I want to talk about Showtime at the Apollo, and then even shows that you did like Comic View. So with those shows with that live audience, is that always different than you acting and just being in front of the camera and somebody kind of being in control and saying, turn it on? Or you knowing that you just have to turn it on no matter what for those people?
I'm always good with anytime I get on stage. The only time it's ever been an issue is when somebody says to me, this person is here to see you. Like ICM is here to see you, or Brad Garrett's people are here to see you, or they're here to see you for your comedy. That's when I get nervous, because if you don't tell me, I don't care. But the minute you tell me that there's somebody there important to see me, well then I want to perform instead of just be comfortable, and that's what always kills me when that happens. They're like, oh, ICM is here, and then I just. But if it's just me being me, I'm having a great time and it's a blast.
But you know that if you make them laugh, you're gonna let their guard down, and they're gonna be comfortable, and they're gonna like them some Alex Ortiz, just like Urban Grind TV does. And then I want to just talk about with your comedy and with your impressions, even that you say that you do. Do you have a favorite one?
I love doing all of them. My favorite are the cartoon ones, especially the Bugs Bunny ones. I love all the Bugs Bunny characters, And in my act, I have them, of course, at a bar, getting drunk and smoking weed. So,
can you do one for us?
Let's see. We started out, like I always said, then when after the gig got off of work, they went to the Acme Bar and Grill, and Bugs was like, they'd be like, what do you have, Doc? And they send to go get the weed. That little vulture killer, he'd just be flying through there going, I'm picking up a bag. Oh, bomb ass weed. So I do all of the impressions, and I do like Fat Albert and Kermit the Frog. I've been doing them like my whole life. But when in comedy, when I first did them, I started to realize that if you did a voice and you came close, and it brought back a memory from somebody. Like if you do Fat Albert, they go, man, I remember watching Fat Albert when I was a kid. It's kind of something that makes you connect with that person in the audience, and that energy is amazing.
And then like with the impressions, I know you've seen so many people doing. That's usually like a highlight in a comics stand-up. What's your highlight? Is it you going back and telling about your childhood, kind of making it funny, or talking about the things you see currently? Like what's your go-to thing?
My wife. Well, if I talk about my wife, that's the funniest shit that's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, because she's a gangster. She's a straight hood rat. I love you, baby. I had to find me one of them hood rat tough girls, because I'm an asshole. So I'm the worst thing that could happen to a woman. So every once in a while, you got to punch me in the mouth just to let me know that was too much. Like, that's the line you can't cross. And that's when I know I done messed up. When you get bah! Okay, baby, I'm good. I won't do that again. Right. Yeah, that's the way you teach me. You got to slap me in the dog and the nose like a dog.
So shout out to the wife, because she's inspiring that good material. It wouldn't be Alex Ortiz without her.
You know, I was gonna marry her. The first day she tried to stab me, I knew she was gonna be my wife. She grabbed the big triangular knife out the block in the kitchen. She stabbed my Nissan Maxima 4 times as I was pulling away. I could see her in the river mirror going, "I'll kill you, you son." And I thought, I'm gonna marry her.
That's the one.
Oh, that's the one, baby, right there. Yeah, that's how I like it.
And Alex, we know that you're the one, because you literally were the one, the first one to do Urban Grind TV and be a host at Urban Grind TV as well, and interview people like how I'm doing you. So we're gonna learn more about you on the other side. But for right now, tell them where they can find you.
Well, since we've been hosting here, I've moved on. I've done some movies. So there's a movie on iTunes and Amazon.com called I Am Gangster. It's my first starring role. And you can find me on Comedy Cube on .com, and then I'm working on, if you go to alexortiz.com or spigger.com, of course, because the website is spigger.com, because I'm half black, half Puerto Rican. So you can find me there. I'm traveling all over the country. September 17th, I'm at the Orlando Improv, one night only. I'm doing a couple cruises. I'm doing July 28th. I'm doing Vegas at this Dirty at 12:30 at South Point. I'm doing LA, New York. If you go to alexortiz.com or Instagram is Funny Alex Ortiz, I have all my dates set up. You can come and check me out. And if you mention Urban Grind TV, I'll get you VIP status when you're coming in, because this is family here, dog. This ain't like someplace. I've been here since the beginning. I'm stressed out on this couch. And this is the smoking studio. That's what they call it. If you walk in here, don't take a drug test the next day, because you're going to fail. You're going to fail just from breathing the air in here. It's amazing.
So, Alex, we're so glad to have you, and we can't wait to learn way more about you. He told us off camera to not make him laugh, but that's the best thing I heard. That's the best thing I heard all day. So, Alex, you're beginning with Urban Grind TV. It's Treasur Necole, your favorite Scorpio, and we'll see what's that?
You are definitely my favorite Scorpio.
Oh, that's what they all tell me. That's what they all tell me. Good. But it's Urban Grind TV, Urban Grind Radio, y'all. We'll see.
It's your boy Alex Ortiz, HBO's Bad Boys of Comedy, Comic View, Showtime at the Apollo Comedy Central, and of course, the place it all started, Urban Grind TV, baby. Come on in, check us out.
Never been good at the farewells, though we had up and downs like a stairwell. So I asked what I'm doing, I won't dare tell. Gotta wear the life out like a digi-scale. Trap like piped up with the soft white. Overnights posted up on the street lights. Once I get the pack going, that I'm out of sight. I was trying to push that weight with all my might. I can never leave the game like Money Mitch. Is the fans gon' still let me if I quit? Break it down, cut it up on a 5 niche. Gotta be a better way, looking for a glitch. And 5.0 riding with a stick. When I pull up on her, 50%. If you're serving on Sparta, you was a lick. If you wasn't with the game, probably take shit. With it all, we gotta find a way to eat. See the tears in his face, blood in his teeth. We just saying that's bro with a big beat. We ain't never switching up for no fee-fees. Got peas on the line for a good fee. It's hot to get tropic and smoking the hottest. When you bust it down, it's allowed to be hollering. I'm being modest to raise up your tolerance. Damn, it's taking me up. I put in work, this shit wasn't luck. She hit the rap 2 times, got her stuck. Damn, bands in my pants, block keep me tucked. Dolce on waist is holding me up like Omarion. Her girl wanna touch that. Y'all wanna kick it like soccer or punch. Ain't got no money, you holding me up. And she think it's fuck and pretty as fuck. M.O.B. But it was crazy, I grew up on Evergreen with the kings get stretched if you make a scene. Got hustlers, killers, and hella peace. Heartbreaking when your OG smoke a C. The survivors got PTSD. I can still see it clear when I blink. Lil' shorty trying to wash up in the sink. Sink water wasn't safe enough to drink. Had pains in my chest, now it's gold in my neck. Trying to trip up zeros on the check. Ain't trying to be cliche, but like the DJ, tell him that you're rocking with the best. I can read body language like a text. Scoring on like the BK next. Ass sex when it's time to invest. Leveled up, I ain't got no regrets. Cashing out, I ain't trying to have debts. In the kitchen was mixing, I felt like a chemist. Step in my office, if you talking business, that chopper change, I'm like a transition. I'm pulling up like Kobe or Tristan. Like GTA, completed the mission.
Yeah. Welcome. You're here with UGTV and UG Radio. Nephew Ooh, it's my boy to the side of me, DJ Threestacks.
Hey.
Yeah. And we got Manny Sevilla, inspiring actor and
That's it,
man. Yeah, actor. You know, when you're an actor, you're many traits. You got like, you could just flip on us. One second you could be
anybody.
I've seen Tropic Thunder. You know?
I could be a dude. That's a good playing a dude disguised as another dude. You know, it could be anything, honestly. But yeah, I'm an actor, Manny Sevilla, from the southeast side of Chicago, born and raised.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, the Sevilla part. Yeah. So my actual name is Manuel Sevilla. But a lot of people can't say that, so I was like,
you see, I didn't even try.
Yeah,
I didn't even try.
So I was like, and in Hollywood they be run by people who can't really say cultural names right. So I'll be like, what's an easy way to say my name and then also keep my ethnicity and my culture in there? So I was like, Manny's easy, Sevilla, last name there, Manny Sevilla.
I'm glad you thought about that because you thought about people like me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't good at pronouncing a lot of stuff.
It wasn't specifically like you, it was like other people, but like,
man, look, that was me. Because like I said, there's a lot of stuff I pronounce wrong, and I hate to be sitting there and saying it wrong. They be like, I knew Stacks was slow as hell. Like, so thank you for just using Manny. I'm not retarded, y'all.
Hey, I've been calling him the Terminator ever since.
But yeah, I've been acting since 8th grade.
Damn.
Yeah, I did some school shows. I went to high school for it. I went to Chi Arts. Shout out Chi Arts, Chicago High School for the Arts. I went to UIC for college for I got a BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts and Performance. Shout out to UIC, I guess too.
Yeah.
And now I get paid professionally to do it, live theater and or TV commercials, whatever it is. I just finished a commercial actually for Magnum Insurance. I had to say that real quick.
Right.
I
thought he was gonna go into
people heard the first one
commercial.
and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Insurance."
I was waiting. I was gonna give him the next 15 seconds. Like, you know what? Just let him plug that insurance because he needs to.
The new Magnum man.
It's international insurance. It was a Spanish commercial, and I had a rap in Spanish. I didn't really rap.
Reggaetonero.
Yeah,
okay.
It was a little lip scene thing I had to do, which was funny.
He was rapping. See, talking about he just do acting. He rapped too.
Yeah, look at
I was
him.
like, give me like a week and a pencil and a pad and like a dark room. I'll write something.
Okay, he
Not
said
really,
a dark
but-
room. Really
but
dark.
yeah, I just did a commercial. I was on Power, the first season, Power Force, with Tommy. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Power verse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that first episode of him and that guy, he hits him with the knife, tax man. I don't know if people are familiar with that, but a lot of my friends call me that now as a joke.
Oh yeah.
So, but it was fun working with Joseph. It was fun. I did Chicago PD. I usually do live shows, so like I go work around Chicago doing live shows, live theater.
You said you recently done one with that was called Christian, where you played both sides. You played both sides, or you just played the?
I just played the one side, so it was about. It's not really about religion, to say. It's more about belief, how your belief system changes, and does that change who you are?
Right.
So the pastor in the play sort of changes his belief on hell and other things, but not everyone agrees with that.
Right.
So everyone's like, oh, just because you change your mind, we got to change our mind.
Right.
And that's sort of where my character comes in, because I'm like, you telling me you're changing, you're changing everything we ever believed, and that's sort of where we bump heads. So I'm sort of like the antagonist of the play. It was really good. It was out there for about 2 months at Lake Forest. That was a more recent thing. Sort of taking a break now, because as an artist, sometimes you got to take a break to make money so you can go do more art. So it'll be like that. But I do still work in the community of theater and acting. I work at Broadway in Chicago, right here in downtown. It's all the Broadway musicals and all that. I do a little bar backing there. Also work in the offices there. So I try to keep the acting community and the acting ideals still familiar. I get to see shows. I get to perform. I've worked with a lot of people. I love collaborating with stuff. You know, it's been real great.
So leading on to that, man, like, who's one of the most memorable people you work with besides Tommy? You know, that left an impression on you that said, you know what, this what I want to do.
That I've worked with.
Or who inspired you in the beginning?
Yeah. Well, I could do that. So Jim Carrey was one of my favorite actors, because I used to watch a lot of his shows. And him being who he is, very funny. I was like, oh, I could do that. So then I started doing it, and then I was like, oh, I can totally do this. I'm a funny guy, so you know, self-said. But I was like, I can keep doing this. And once I went to school for it, and people were like, yeah, you really have an act for this. I was like, I'm gonna continue it. It's fun. I love it. I love pretending to, you know, be other people, do other things, and not just like acting, but like all the like background stuff too.
Yeah.
That being said, though, what would be like your ideal role?
Oh man,
you would love to play.
So I said Jim Carrey's one of my favorite actors, but he's a white man. So as a Latino man myself, Michael Peña, who's also Chicago, you know, bound, is a very big inspiration. End of watch, great performance. Love that. He shouldn't have died, but you know, that's personal opinion. So working probably with him or any other people from like Chicago-based areas, working on sets like that, or doing like a live show like on Broadway. I can't really sing though, but like any of those big like Steppenwolf, Goodman, all them. Yeah, like all those big theaters, something live so people can see, you know, the reality and the acting, like something profound, you know.
You ever did a little bit of improv?
Yeah, I do a little improv here and there. A lot of people say, oh, you're really funny, you should probably do stand-up. I won't. I'm not funny in the sense of like, oh, something funny happened, I'm gonna tell this story. I'm funny in saying like, oh, we're having this conversation, you say something, I make a joke. And that's funny, you know, it's on the spot type of stuff.
Exactly.
So improv is really like, I really love it, but I'm not really going for it, because sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying.
I get you.
I do a lot of word vomit, because I just start rambling once you start me talking. If you don't stop me, then I'm not gonna stop. So yeah,
I need a break.
Yeah.
Kit Kat is about to come and be your sponsor.
Man. So like he was hitting on when he asked you about, you know, what inspired you, like what actors you look up to. You brought up Jim Carrey. What's one of your favorite movies and the actor that played the role in it?
Well, for Jim Carrey, or for me, or for just
for you?
Oh, for me.
You,
I think that Christian's ones was really good, because I'm usually like the funny guy, or like they put me in like as a, you know, comedy relief, and that was the one I was like really kind of serious about.
Exactly.
I had a whole moment, a whole monologue thing at the end. and it was like just me for like 5 minutes straight, just talking to the audience, talking to this one scene, getting real in depth with this character, and I was like, wow, I'm really feeling this, and like that was probably one of my better scenes. On the flip side of like the funny part, that Magnum Insurance was really fun too, because you know I'm over here pretending to be a rapper, but I'm not. You know, I'm over here trying to sing and dance and do all this other stuff that like I'm not
Did
really.
you come up with the rap, or did
No, they had it already
the script?
there, and
Okay.
I just had to
Yeah,
memorize it. I'm gonna be
that's-
honest, that song is stuck with me. I had to learn it for about a month, and then they're like, "Oh, we got a 60-second version," and then like 2 weeks or a week before we filmed, they're like, "Oh, we have a minute version too, or sorry, a 2-minute version." So learn that too. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool, thanks." So I had to learn all that, but just that was like something different because I didn't think I was gonna be able to, like, I don't sing, but like even though fake singing, fake performing, fake being like a rapper is something different than being like an actor. So like getting into these different characters, I'm like, oh, I can. It's like more ammunition, you know, more things in the back of my pocket. And I do other stuff too, not professionally, but like things to help me with this work too. You know, I sculpt a little bit to get in the sense of like other artists. I paint, draw. I play instruments too, like just to embed myself in this artistic world, just to keep it live and fresh. And that's how creative processes happen when you do stuff like that.
I knew the list was longer than that. You know?
And
I stopped that actor, and he tried. Oh, that's it.
That ain't it.
It's mostly that's what I prefer the most.
Like a lot of other actors, and you just, and I want to get into that too, because you just hit on it. As far as knowing the creative process into getting in the role of that character. What's your process, and how long do it take you to manifest yourself into that character that you're about to play?
Well, when it comes to live theater, it's always the rehearsal process. So the rehearsal process is always depending on what show you're doing, like a couple months, a couple weeks maybe.
Oh wow!
So, but it's about a lot of repetition, and doing that repetition over and over again. Like doing live theater, if you make a mistake on stage, like you got to keep going. No one's gonna be like, cut, run it back, or cut, let's do it again. Like if it happens, it happens. So being embedded in that character, I always try to like just try to get as many reps in as I can with my co-actors or co-stars, whoever it is, so I can get it going. I also do it alone. Also do it in front of a mirror, so I can find different sort of aspects, different.
Do you do TikToks and stuff like that?
I don't. And I was telling somebody this.
Man.
I know. I can't. I was talking to somebody about this. I was like, I'm not. I used to be bigger on social media, like posting stuff out, and I don't do that anymore because like I'm busy doing other stuff, and I'm like, I should probably. I was like in my head, I'm like, oh, take a picture, oh, do a video, oh, get on this trend. But I'm like, oh, I don't have time.
What do you like more, the live or the camera?
The live.
The
live is so much real, and then you can see people. Everyone's looking at you. You got these lights in front of you, but you're
lights, camera.
It's there, yeah. TV is fun. Like you do the scene. Sometimes you get into it. Cut, you get to reset, stuff like that. But when it comes to live, you're just it's just you against the world.
Oh, different drill.
And not even that, but like the people you're with, the little ensemble, the show you're doing, like everyone has to have your back.
Exactly.
Everyone's got to be there for you, and you got to be there for them, because if one of your co-actors messes up a line, you just got to pick it up.
You got to pick it up.
He's like, oh, and then you just kind of move on. Oh, and then you were talking about this, or bring it back. So there's different like secrets, there's different skills to like kind of re-rail a derailment.
Like you know more lines than the other people, or
sometimes you have to know the whole play. Right. Sometimes you have to know like the whole script.
Yeah, because he read for months. He said months, weeks. I talk to myself in a mirror.
Right. Well, that's how you get it. You get it in your head. You get it embodiment. So when someone does mess up, you can pick it up. You're like, oh, I know what he's supposed to say next. Let me bring it back. Or I know what I'm supposed to say next. Let me bring it back. So it's just doing that. The risk, having that risk of like messing up. But also like the reward is so better, because when you leave, and I don't take criticism well, or even compliments well.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like you walk out of stage, or you walk and everyone's like, "Oh, you did so good. You did this and that." I'm like, I don't know what to say.
You are.
I don't know what to say after that. You're like, I'm like, thanks, thanks, I guess. What do you want me to say? Be like, oh no, you're great. No, you're awesome. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know how to take compliments. Like, I mean, if you want, see me at the show, say, whatever I'm doing, be like, oh, you're great. I'm gonna be like, thank you. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't know how else to are we gonna have a conversation now, or are you just telling me this and I'm moving on with my life? Yeah. But criticism is another thing, because as an actor, you always have to take notes. You have to be ready for someone to tell you no. And being told no is a very, like, you get told no way more times than anything as an actor, because sometimes you don't get all the gigs you want or all the things you think you might be good for. Yeah, and as a Latino actor, it's even, I'm not gonna say it's even harder. We all have our struggles as people of color, stuff like that.
Shot in the dark either way.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's just not.
But it's, but yeah, it's not. And there's always archetyping, stereotyping, or as a Latino, mostly when you do all these other shows, you're either like the gangbanger, or you're the worker, you're the whatever, this and that. I don't want to get stuck in that, but those are those pay. Like, I'm gonna do them because I need money. But yeah, you always try to look for those ones that, like, they just want anybody. They're like, in any ethnicity, you'd be like, fight for those roles, get those roles. Especially now, there's a strike, writer's strike. There might be an actor's strike soon. Oh, damn. Things are kind of slowing down, but only because people aren't getting paid what they need to. Not only in, like, the acting sense, but writing sense. People are writers, this and that. So, shout out to all the strike people.
And now with all the monetization and more money is flowing through,
and then, like, social media, everything. There's so much out there.
In abundance.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's why I feel like the social media, for me, I can't do it, because I'm like, if I do it, I'm just adding to the spectrum of thousands of millions of other people doing it. But, like, I was like, in my head, I was like, just do it. But yeah, every now and then, I do have.
I'm fighting the political power if I do it.
You ever thought about writing?
Going against the grain.
I did write a little bit. I did write some scripts. I've been thinking of writing some musicals. Granted, I need a lot of proofreading. I need other people to read it. I need other people to, like, get involved. And I have a lot of friends as artists, photographers.
You didn't use ChatGPT, did
No.
you?
Okay. I wouldn't.
No cheating.
It takes
man,
away
no
from
cheating.
the creativity of things.
Yeah,
Because then, like, I mean, you put it in, you put whatever, and it comes out. But is it really, like, an imagination?
I did. One night I was bored.
Hey, you find some weird stuff on there. But yeah. I do write a little bit. I do tell my friends to read all my writings and stuff like that. Usually I just like acting, if anything. I prefer just performing in front of people, telling people stories, different characters, stuff like that. It's a big drive for me. So
Is there any social media or anything like that you want to plug? Or
people need to know how to follow you, man.
Because
that way we know what you're doing. Exactly.
So the social medias I usually use are just Facebook and Instagram right now. Okay. Instagram at MAN _ 3Y, so MAN _ YYY. It'd be Manny. On Facebook, you'll find me under Manny Sevilla, or my real name, Manny Sevilla, because I usually post a lot of my live shows on Facebook, but a lot of other stuff on Instagram and the story and all that other stuff. But yeah, those are the two I use. And in my bio on Instagram, there's a link to a YouTube video that me and my friends did a couple years ago. For Mexican independence. It was sort of like a mock parody video, so people can know the real reason why we celebrate Mexican independence, because people always get confused. People will be like Cinco de Mayo, fucking Alamo. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. Can I swear?
You're good.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Are you gonna bleep that out?
Oh man, we got people who work here.
Well, like, there's this sense of there's this sense of, like, a lot of people and a lot of Latinos or Mexicans don't know the reality of why we celebrate and do the things we do, and I wanted to clarify that too, which is why, like, a lot of my acting too, I always try to embed some Mexicanness or some Latino in there, and some of the things even live or even on, TV or whatever commercial. So yeah, I represent culture.
So yeah, we have multi-interesting Manny Sevilla.
Yeah.
It's Nephew Ooh. It's UrbanGrindTV.
Your boy DJ Threestacks.
You already know who it is. Threestacks.
I'm Manny Sevilla, and you are in tune to Urban Grind Radio.
wins, what you doing?
They wanna know why I got pain up inside. I know a nigga is lit now, but I done seen it, been through some of the darkest times. Yeah, you was just a witness, and I really did this. Back-to-back wins with the court, LA Fitness. Miss when me and Nitty talk, we was kissed. Wish I could say one last word, but I'm forever wishing. Just know that we miss him with us, he forever living. Tell him watch my back, cause niggas and bitches be tripping. Niggas say they want to smoke, how I come, I doubt that. He gon' die for the fame, we gon' like the cloud back. Lost on y'all the couch with nowhere to go. Even though you fought for what you did, you forever go. Rip Logic, now you a legend, bro. Wanna see my nephew, but the love for my sister, I have to let it go. But there's still a battle and an open door. It's unity I'm open for. 4-5 on the hip and that's just for the smoke. Cause rappers wanna diss me for a name and I can't let that go. No, ay, no, I can't let it go. They wanna know why I got pain up inside. I know a nigga is lit now, but I done seen and been through some of the darkest times. Yeah, you was just a witness, and I really did this. When you get the money, here come niggas with the weird shit. Niggas claim you bro, turn hoe, now they snitching. I done let her in, I can't even trust these bitches. Now I put my heart in the business. Fuck it, roll up the wood. Fuck it, I'm good. Even Jesus was misunderstood, and he still had to do it. They talking down on me still, gotta witness me do it. And they can go and spread the lie, I'm going down to some chores, and that's facts. I put down the cup, so it's ripped to the act. Rip, little clip, nigga rip, he rip, man. Free the guys working so we ain't never going back. And that's fact. They wanna know why I got pain up inside. I know a nigga is lit now, but I done seen and been through some of the darkest times. Yeah, you was just a witness, and I really did this. When you get the money, here come niggas with the weird shit. Niggas claim you bro, turn hoe, now they snitching. I done let her in, I can't even trust these bitches. Now I put my heart in the business.
How you doing, everybody? We are Urban Grind TV Radio, and this is Stephanie Marie, and I am here with the lovely
Queen of the Ghetto Gospel, Miss Johni Demeatri. You already know. How you doing, Steph?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, and we are here with our beautiful guest, Miss Wallah.
Hey, yeah, what's up or whatever. This your girl, Wallah.
I was actually just talking about you, believe it or not.
Really?
I was telling my girl that you remind me of Regina King.
Really?
Has anybody ever told you that before?
Regina, I heard Faith Evans and
you got eyes just like Regina King.
Really?
Yes, just
hey,
like
Regina. Shout out, Regina. What's up? You need me for something? I'm here.
A stunt double.
Yeah.
How you doing today, love?
I'm great. I'm blessed. I cannot complain. I am here. I have another day. I have another opportunity. Another day to do it again.
That's what's up. That's what's
yes.
up. Tell the people what you got going on, though.
What you mean, like just in general, like?
I mean, because obviously you family now, yes. So you're not just here for no reason. You know what I mean? So tell these people what you got going on.
First of all, shout out to UrbanGrindTV. Y'all, I love working with them, giving me the opportunity to be creative. I love it so much. Shout out to Illinois Media School for having you guys
shout out
on
to
there.
Illinois Media School.
Yeah,
yes.
all that. But I'm an owner of the wellness spa. The wellness watering place. It's called. It's in Bridgeport. It's a place for self-care, healing, and growth. Yeah, we do all kind of care. We do self-care. We teach the youth the importance of self-care. I'm here in Chicago helping the youth heal from trauma with my self-care services. We do all kind of care, like therapeutic shampoos. Y'all, they the bomb. They'll come try it out. Therapeutic shampoos, fruit facials, massages, and hair care.
Mm-hmm. So when you say self-care, it's like hygienic. You have
self-care. It's mind, body, and soul. You got to take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. It's important, and it's healing.
So outside of the shampoos and the scrubs and things, what else do you offer, for spiritual self-care, for mental self-care?
Yes, y'all. What sets me aside from most spas is my self-care talk room. I I have a room where you can just come in and we talk. We can talk about anything. We can talk about business. We can talk about, just life in general. If you're going through something, of course, you have to go through a little intake so I can figure out what it is that we need to, really talk about. But you can come sit down, you talk. It's a space to just be and to really be able to express yourself in. And you'll be doing it with me, Wallah.
How did you get started in something like this? Did you go to school for psychology or like a psychology major or something like that? Where did you end up?
Life. So I'm a self-care coach. I'm more of like a life coach, not a therapist or anything. I do have resources for that. But what happened was I'm a master cosmetologist, So I specialize in kids' hair. I came here to Chicago to open up a kids salon. That was my goal at first, but then I turned it into a wellness spa dedicated to the youth. So I understood that the importance of talking and being able to release certain things.
Beautiful. And
how healing that is.
Yeah.
So that's what made me start the self-care talk room. And I understood, like, going through my life and ending up where I'm at today, finding self-love and practicing self-care, I had to heal that child within me. So I just want to help the youth before they get to adulthood, because we know when we get to that part of our life, it gets a little hard.
Yeah, much harder.
Stuck in our ways.
Yeah. I think it's much easier to understand, but it's much harder to heal. After you've been through so much.
Most definitely.
I'm at a point in my life where emotional intelligence is a very big part of who I am. Understanding myself emotionally, understanding the emotions of others, and I think it's very, very important. The older I get, I'm 30. I just turned 30 in March. The older I get, I think it's very, very important to start your youth up with emotional intelligence.
It is.
So they can understand how to tell you how they feel.
Better express themselves.
They can understand to tell you how you make them feel.
Yes.
So when it comes down to overall emotional intelligence, when you are, I know that you said you are a master cosmetologist, and baby, I can see that the face is beat. Okay, we ain't even gotta talk about it.
Everybody can see.
Yes, everybody can see that the face is beat. But when it comes down to everything that you offer, how in depth are you, and how important is overall emotional intelligence?
It's very important. That's why we provide this space to just be. Not only are we giving, we like to call our clients friends. Not only are we giving our friends certain care that we offer, we're gonna talk to them. Everybody that comes into the spa has to go to the self-care talk room first. That's where we do our consultations at. We got to do that first because so we can know how to better assist you, in your journey.
Yeah, so you provide the tools in order for somebody to get stronger from within.
Yes.
Yeah, and
like
it's not
good.
just it makes you feeling good,
but you feel it. We gotta work on the inside too.
Right, and it's not just kids, right?
No, adults are welcome too. I've done a lot of adults, but I like to target the kids. Even back home when I do hair, I was doing kids' hair, but then eventually I started doing their parents' hair and then their cousins and sisters. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. Everybody needs healing. But
For sure.
I just want to target the youth. That's the most. I can't understand them.
You are a mother, right?
I'm a mother of 5, y'all. That's why. Yeah, mother of 5. Shout out to my kids. Hey y'all. What's up?
Hey y'all.
Those my babies. That's my inspiration. They keep me pushing, and I learned a lot from them. Dealing with kids and 5 different kids, 5 different personalities. It also allowed me to figure out how to deal with adults. What I like about kids is they are who they are.
Yeah.
They honest. They real. Like, I love that about them. And
no filter.
It is what it is. They feel how they feel. So if you give them that space to just be who they are, they're gonna be that. And that way you can properly guide them because they can express themselves. No matter how they feel and whether you feel like it's good or bad. But if we are as parents and adults, if we provide the space for them to be, they are going to be. I promise you.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Most definitely. I want to backtrack a little bit. I know that you talked slightly about healing your younger self. And when I think about my younger self and who I am to the younger me that still survives. You know, it's always still in me. They never go away. You know, and I extend her grace. You know, grace when being misguided, or grace when not knowing something, or grace when making a mistake, grace when I beat up on myself before, when I was beat up, you know, by other people. You know, so when it comes down to your younger selves, and this is a question to you as well, Steph, my BFF Steph, when it comes down to your younger selves, how do you treat them? How do you treat her, I should say? Are you extending yourself grace? Are you beating up on yourself and say, okay, well, you should have been smarter than that?
No. You want me to go first, or Steph, you want to answer it first?
I mean, here, I'll just go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, and first of all, you want to give your child self, your inner self, what you didn't receive as a child. So I wouldn't help myself, you know, by beating myself up, saying I'm not good enough, you know, or that I'm late. I'll help myself by telling me, you know, I'm great and I got it and I'm more than enough, you know. And I'll tell myself everything, give myself the approval that I needed, and, you know, be the person that I needed to be for myself when I didn't have it at a young age, you know. Because as a kid, you know, a lot of us go through things we shouldn't, you know. A lot of us have a lot of responsibilities sometimes as children that, you know, aren't really for us, but are put on us. So we have to give ourselves that motivation to keep going because, you know, we got a long way to go, but we know where we're going to be at the end of the day.
For sure.
Deep down, we know who we are. So, I mean, give ourselves that compassion, you know, that care, that kindness, and spread it as well, because we know a lot of us need that.
Spread it for sure.
Definitely. I love that, Steph.
Spread the kindness for sure. Wallah, Boo, same question.
Yeah, so for me, like I tell you, like I battle with my depression sometimes. I'm a happy person. I'm outgoing. I'm fun. And then sometimes I have my days where I don't want to be bothered. I want to be alone. And I want to say I have triggers or whatever the case may be. But to my inner child, like sometimes that inner and when that happens, that inner child runs up to me, you know. So I'm dealing with that inner child. But what I tell that child is, like, what I don't do, you guys, I don't allow that child to lead the way. You know, I'm gonna give it grace. I'm gonna, you know, cater to your needs, or figure out what it is that you need to do to get through that moment. I'm gonna figure out that. But I'm gonna tell that I'm gonna carry. I'm like, hey, I thought I took care of you. You know, because sometimes you be like, I feel like I'm healed. Like, you know, what's going on? But certain things trigger you in life, and certain things, certain emotions come up, and you have certain feelings, and you know, but it's okay. You know, so I tell that child come up to me, and you know, I'll be like, okay, you know, you're not gonna get in front of me. You know, you can hold my hand, and I can walk with you for a little, and then I'm gonna keep going on my journey, and then I'm gonna sit that child down and get that child back together and settle. You know, so I can continue on with my life. And don't get me wrong, the child's gonna run up to me sometimes, but I'm not gonna be mad at the child either. I'm not gonna be angry. I'm not gonna beat the child up. So I'm gonna have grace with the child. It's important. So it's important to have grace with yourself and others.
Most definitely. I know that Johni is somewhere in this place waiting to tap his wrist, telling me that, you know what, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Y'all can't see him, but we can see him. But look, Wallah, once again, you are somebody that I've interviewed before, you know, that at this point you just family, you know, you one of us, but still with you sitting in the seat that you are in, tell these people once again what you got going on, what you got coming up, and how you plan to, you know, push your business forward. I like everything about you, though, for sure.
Most definitely. The Wellness Watering Place, you guys. I'm 3353 South Morgan Street in Bridgeport. We got a lot coming up. Just recently brought on, you know, our family is building. I like to call the people that I hire on family. We're family. The family is building. I have a cosmetologist and also a massage therapist. The cosmetologist specializes in natural hair, also extensions or whatever else you want done to your hair. The massage therapy is really specialized in stretching. Also massage, but stretching, you guys. Stretching is so important. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But yeah, so and I have events coming up, you guys. So definitely follow me on the Wellness Watering Place on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You can also check out my website, the THEWWP1.com, and I have different events coming up. Go on there, fill out the communication page where we can, send you newsletters of everything we have coming. Right now we're building. I'm trying to reach out to organizations here in Chicago. I've been going to events. I save cards, and when the time is right, I reach out to them where we're offering care at a discounted price, not only for the staff, but for the youth. I like to work with organizations that deal with the youth, and so we can get our name out there, so I can start helping. Like I said, right now we're building, so I got my seeds and we're planting them, and we're about to grow these trees, and that way we can bear fruit for Chicago. That's the plan.
For sure. You are a powerhouse, for real.
Thank you.
And one thing that I really, really love about what you got going on is that you're paying it forward.
Yes.
A lot of people would take all of that and it's like, I got this going on, I got that going on, and it's like anything that I gain from it, I'm keeping it in. I don't want to share it. I worked for this. And you ain't wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But for somebody who pays it forward, you are going to be blessed. You know that you are meant to be a blessing.
Yes,
and
that's
you
my
can't,
purpose.
Right, you can't be a blessing without being blessed. So God bless you, Wallah. You are
Thank you.
for
I
sure
love it.
on your way. Yes. My BFF Steph, tell these people what's up, girl. Come on now.
Well, this is Urban Grind TV Radio. Thank you guys so much for having us here in Chicago with Miss Wallah. Yes, find her in Bridgeport at the Water Wellness Center.
The Wellness Watering Place.
The Wellness Watering Place.
Check me out.
Close.
You did great.
Well, it's your home girl, your soul sister, the queen of the ghetto gospel, your favorite cousin. My girl Treasur told me I added too many on there. Y'all let me know what she think about the favorite cousin. We all family. But look, it's Wednesday. It's Urban Grind Radio. I think I'm ready for another shot. What about y'all?
Yes, that's
Come on.
Let's bring
Peace. We love y'all. Shot o'clock.
Hey y'all, what's up or whatever? This your girl Wallah, and you're listening to Urban Grind Radio.